You mentioned nerves, dealing with nerves. How do you, again, is there anything you did specifically to deal with nerves, or did you accept nerves as part of it, but then come kick off as, a different approach?
Yeah, well, nerves start to creep in. If you've got a Saturday game, Wednesday, Thursday, you start thinking about the game, and I just really try not to think about it. You've got to take your mind off things. You've got to think about rugby, but as soon as training's ended, that's when it's time for me. It was just to relax and think about something different. Day of the game was a bit of a nightmare. I used to work myself up probably too much before kick-off, and you're mentally exhausted by the time kick-off comes, because you're thinking about the game, you're playing it over in your head. So you just have to try and take your mind off things, and that's where it's good to be around in a team environment. I didn't used to like to sit in my room and watch TV, because that's when your mind starts to wander. So it was good to be, we'd have a team room, we'd have a DVD player, it'd be good to watch something, or play table tennis, or play a bit of pool, or just something to stop you thinking about the game. And I found that helped a lot. And then, once you're sat in the change rooms, that's probably when I was the most sort of nervous. It does help. The more times you play for Wales, the less nervous you get. But I think nerves are good, because it keeps you on edge, it keeps you thinking. And like I said, the best thing I could do for myself was to keep telling myself, I'm good enough to be here. Especially come Six Nations time. We've won this, we've won it before, we've beaten all these teams. There's no reason why we can't do it again. We're all good. The preparation has been good. And then you think about all the good things that you've done, and the times you've beaten these teams and the tries you've scored.